I'm your host, Sarah Baus, and welcome to Attainable Podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the Attainable Podcast. My name is Sarah Baus. If you are new here, I'm very glad that you're here. If you're not new here, hey bitch, how you doing? I am that's a good intro for how this podcast is gonna go. As you can tell, the energy is up today in the podcast. If you're watching on Spotify, then you see I have a friend with me. And on the podcast today, I have my friend Natalie Sea Lover, and we met in Girl Scouts when we were 8? Maybe. She's like the most creative, intelligent person I know, and she's also a Gemini. So if you've seen the title of this episode, I may have hinted to it that we are going to be talking about Gemini season. And now listen, I'm not really a Gemini, or I am a Gemini, like true at heart completely. I'm not a horoscope astrology girly. I don't know a lot except for my own, which if you are a horoscope astrology girly, you're like, of course you do, you Gemini, you're selfish. And I'm like, yes, I am in fact self-absorbed. But what I do like about Gemini season is like, even if you're not into any of that, what you can take from this is like, it's a start of summer. You can feel that things are heating up literally. Like school's getting out, I hope that your work is like maybe like going down a little bit. Summer vacations are happening. Like there is an energy in the air, and I've been feeling it the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to come on here and dive a little bit into what the Gemini season means. We're going to go into, if you've never used the app CoStar, it's actually quite interesting because it breaks down, like, I don't understand sun, moon, rising, whatever the heck that is, but it breaks all that down and tells you what it is. So it makes it very, very easy. And you can like get your whole birth chart without having to talk to like some weird person with a lot of beads named Amarantha or something, like, so anyway. Natalie, would you like to introduce yourself? If you're watching on Spotify, she's been doing a stick and poke tattoo on her fingers. I did a little touch up. Yeah, on that one. So I'm feeling quite proud of myself. But yeah, just brief introduction of who you are. I kind of gave that who you are to me and what you do.
Well, hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a brand designer, and that's me.
Yeah. Extremely talented brand designer, and just creative person overall. So I did actually go to the internet, and I screenshotted this thing to kind of give an introduction of like Gemini season. Because what I understand about Gemini season is it's not like Gemini season isn't just for Geminis or like the different horoscopes. Like if it's in that season, it's not just for that particular like group of people. It's that season brings out like a different energy, similar to like winter. A lot of people are like, or fall's better. Like fall's like a more comforting energy. You usually have like comfortable food, and it's a little bit softer. Winter is a little bit harsher, and got like the holidays going on. Spring has a lightness to it, like that kind of thing. Same thing with the like zodiac sign or the like zodiac seasons. So for everybody, like this is what Gemini season is. So this is according to Miss Sarah Reagan wrote this article on a website that I can't remember, but I'll link it on the thing. Okay, so apparently Taurus is before us. Didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
So Taurus season is on its way out, and Gemini season is just around the corner. So this is
bitch.
move, bitch. So and we are currently in Gemini season, so this is a little bit older. So from May 21st to June 20th, the sun will be under the sign of the twins. I've always liked that we're like twins. I feel like it's different.
That's multiple personalities.
Yes. Here's what you need to know to prepare, plus a ritual, which we're not going to do. You can try this Gemini season from an astrologer. Okay. Oh, I'll look at it. Okay. So what to know about Gemini season? As a refresher, Gemini is the third sign of the astrological year, and it is an air sign. Didn't know that. Represented by the symbol of the twins. An astrologer and founder of Girl and Her Moon, Jordan Marie, tells MVG, Gemini is a quick, active, and curious zodiac sign. It's the energy of the excited mind wanting to explore and learn everything it can, and the childlike joy that comes with communicating and sharing all that is learned with others. Do you relate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I find them always extremely accurate. I don't know about horoscopes. I don't do that crap. But
horoscopes, but usually like when I look into this stuff,
like the birth charts and stuff, I'm like, that's a little
I'm
eerie.
personally attacked.
Yeah. This sign craves stimulation, communication, new ideas, and the exchanging of information, she adds, which may come as no surprise if you have any Geminis in your life.
Yep.
Welcome. I'm your residential Gemini if you don't have one in your life. So what does that mean for Gemini season? According to Marie, when the sun is in Gemini, our minds become more active and there's an excitement in the air, as well as a desire to communicate our newest topic of interest with those around us. That I feel hard. In fact, like when I get a fixation, I'm like, let me tell you everything. Literally me talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses to you.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that I didn't
passion.
passion. If you guys listen to the podcast with Mandy, you know my fixation with A Court of Thorns and Roses and book talk and all that. So this time of year can also feel speedier than Taurus season, which precedes it. She notes, being a mutable sign, Gemini season has a nature of change to it, of clearing out stagnant energy and bringing in the new, which both of us have felt a lot. So I'll be telling you guys a little bit more about all the changes that have been happening in my life in this as well. But okay, I wanted us to go through and actually read our birth charts from CoStar. So CoStar is an app you put in your birthday and birth time or like whatever, and it has like things to give you like daily updates and all that kind of stuff. But what I like about it is the chart, and you could go in and it tells you your sun, moon, ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars. I don't know what all that is. We'll do the sun, the moon, and the ascendant. I feel like that is solid. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So both of us are obviously Geminis. So my sun is in Gemini. The sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are and is the sign you're most likely to already know. So if you guys like know your zodiac signs, this is what like that main sign is. Your sign is in Gemini, meaning you are fundamentally dynamic, quick-witted, eclectic, and curious. Fascinated by everything, your childlike energy is often scattered in a million directions. True. On a social level, this may come off as gossipy or flaky. I do not gossip. I do believe I am flaky sometimes. My bad.
Sorry, guys.
I just make so many plans all at once and then forget that I layered them. It's in your 11th house, meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through social status, including platonic and casual friends, along with your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Which I love that. I feel like Geminis.
Says it different than mine.
Really?
Yeah.
What does yours say?
In my 10th house.
Okay, what's that mean for you?
It says that I feel the need to distinguish myself from others through goals, success, and responsibility.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if it's because like my birth date is different than yours.
Yeah, I think so. The houses or something.
We need somebody to come and teach us.
I know. I should bring whatever. I don't know what they're called. Astrologist? Astrology girly. I should bring an astrology girly on. All right. So my moon is in Leo. So the moon rules your emotions, moods, and feelings. This is likely the sign you most think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. This is always what interests me, of like the difference between the moon and the sun and all the crap. Okay. So your moon, of course, talking about me, is in Leo, meaning your emotional self is dramatic. We're proud. Interesting, expressive, idealistic, true, and somewhat self-centered.
Damn, they just like
said
your whole life.
Right in the gut for you. You need a lot of love, care, and validation from other people. At me having a podcast and social media platform. Perfection. Thanks, guys. It's in your first house, meaning you find security and safety through yourself and self-image. And because it's your first house, your moon in Leo is hyper present in your personality. Okay. You're a self-absorbed, proud, dramatic bitch. Awesome.
Great.
Exposed. Okay, so my moon is Leo. Yours is what?
Mine is a Cancer. It says, meaning your emotional self is sensitive, thoughtful, and empathetic. You have a tendency to feel like a martyr and secretly feel abandoned by those you love. You often have trouble letting things go and feel like an emotional wreck. Okay, calling me out.
I love how this just tears you apart. That's fabulous.
It's in your 11th house, meaning you find security and safety through your friendships, social life, and social status.
Do I give you security?
So much.
As a friend?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Was that it?
Thank God.
Okay, ascendant. Oh, my ascendant is in Cancer.
Oh, interesting. Wait,
buddy.
What was your moon again?
My moon is in Leo. My ascendant's in
ascendant
Cancer.
Virgo.
Oh, I've heard Virgos are mean or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm kind of mean.
Well, I'm kind of mean. We love self-awareness. Okay, so your ascendant is the mask you present to people. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Okay. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older. It changes every 2 hours. So if it doesn't make sense, reconfirm your birth time to be sure. Oh, so
What?
like your birth time, like the ascendant changes with your birth time, but it changes every 2 hours. So like if I was born at 10 a.m. and somebody else was born at 3 p.m., but we were born on the same day, our ascendants would change. So interesting. Okay. Your ascendant is in Cancer, meaning you come across as gentle, intuitive, and warm, though some may regard this as overly emotional or sensitive to criticism. Do I seem gentle to you?
I'm gonna push back on that.
I'm gonna push back on that. The judge rules. No, I don't
Sarah
think.
comes in like a bat coming out of hell. She's like, I am here. Like, and the energy is like, good in the best way.
I appreciate that. I have never been told that I come off gentle. I have always been told that I come off
like,
overwhelming.
You're the kind of kid that she doesn't stop and like pick the daisy and smell it. You like trample through and then grab a handful and you're like, hey mom, look at this bouquet that I brought you. Like,
here you go.
Yeah. You're like, they're so pretty. I got them. Rips them out of the flower bed, you know?
Somebody has said, multiple people have told me, like back in college, like before they knew me, they thought I was intimidating, mainly because I was just loud and like, they said confident, which I appreciate. I think it's definitely more leans on like the loud and just, I'm like, oh, a space, let me claim it. A room, let me fill it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say intimidating. I think you just have a lot of personality.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's a lot of personality.
That's true. And if somebody's shy or I can tell you don't know how to hold it, I'm just like, maybe if I dump more, they'll learn.
But I feel like that's one of your like good qualities, that you can make people feel comfortable.
That's true. I don't think anybody doesn't feel comfortable around me. And like, you could say literally anything because I will.
Yeah, because it's like they can be comfortable because you're just like, okay, well, if that was awkward, I'll just plow ahead and it's not awkward.
Yeah.
So then everyone's like, oh, cool, we'll just like go with the flow.
Yeah. Love that. Okay, cool.
We appreciate that.
Your ascendant is in what?
Virgo.
The Virgo, yes. Let's hear it.
It means that I come across as precise, diligent, peace-seeking, and organized. You may seem a bit too attached to work, details, and the pursuit of perfection, which sometimes make you seem boring.
Unfortunately, that is dead on. That is true. The thumbtack straight in the board.
Yeah. It hurts a little bit.
Your work, you're very diligent in your work.
Yeah.
But okay, I thought we were only gonna do the first three. I'm feeling like I want to keep going.
Yeah,
I want to keep going. Guys, if you have not downloaded CoStar, learn all about yourself. Oh, and the best part is like you can be friends with other people on CoStar, and then you can like we'll figure out how to do that. I don't know what chaos mode is, but it says it's just like write a message. We will send it back to you when the stars align. What?
Wait, is that what? Are you like manifesting?
Is it manifesting?
Girl, I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that.
Table that.
We'll table that. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, but you can be like friends, and then it'll say like how you're compatible with that person or something.
Oh my god,
it's very interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, my Mercury is in Gemini. What's yours?
Taurus.
Okay. Mercury determines how you communicate, talk, think, and process information. It also indicates how you learn. It is the mind's planet, okay? Your Mercury is in Gemini, meaning your intellect is dynamic, quick-witted, and eclectic. You're deeply curious about everything, and your energy is often scattered in a million directions. The way you speak is articulate and witty, but you're likely to talk behind people's backs. No, I'm not. Okay. It's in your 11th house, meaning you are curious about and inclined to analyze your friends, how to make an impact on people, and your political life. I agree with some of that in that, yeah, I'm like curious and I am scattered in a bunch of directions. I don't know if I'm articulate. I'd like to think I'm witty.
I think you're articulate and witty.
That's nice. But I don't
think you're like two-faced like they were.
Right. I don't know what it means by you're likely to talk behind people's backs. Like
maybe, I mean, you like storytell. Maybe that could be an element.
Maybe.
It's not malicious if you did. But I don't think you do.
No, like I don't. Yeah. So I don't think that's true. And I don't know what it means by your political life. I don't really have one. I'm not running for anything. Yet. I'm not running for anything. So
Sarah for senator.
Oh gosh. And I don't think I analyze my friends. I'm too self-centered for that. Okay. Mercury and Taurus, let's hear it.
Okay, it says, it means my intellect is extremely practical and deliberate. I stick with ideas that make sense once I've thought them through. People like to hear what you think because of how practical you are, though you may seem narrow-minded. Sometimes other people have a difficult time understanding you. It's in your 9th house, meaning you are curious about and inclined to analyze what you believe in, what and how to learn, politics, philosophy, and your personal ethics. I mean, that's honestly pretty true.
I feel like that's pretty true. I don't think I would call you narrow-minded, but I do think that I would call you very decisive.
Yeah.
Like when I'm coming up with an idea, you will let me know if something's
Like,
tacky
now
or stupid or something in a nice way.
Yeah.
But like you're never going to be like, oh, like we'll brainstorm back and forth, but if I say something and it's like not good, like I'll know, and you know right away, which I like. I wouldn't call that narrow-minded though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not narrow-minded, or I try not to be narrow-minded.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
Okay, so Venus. Okay, so it's planets, sun, moon, Mercury. Interesting. Okay, whatever. So my Venus is in Cancer. Venus determines how and what you love. Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay.
It indicates how you express affection and the qualities you're attracted to. Okay. Joseph, are you listening? He's not. Your Venus is in Cancer, meaning your romantic side is gentle, thoughtful, and sentimental. I would say true. You love being tender, kind, and nurturing to the people you love. You're intensely loyal, but this may stem from a fear of rejection. Okay. It's in your 12th house, meaning that for you, love is often expressed in privacy, secrets, and introspection. Okay. I agree with everything but the privacy and secrets. I have a problem.
So not
I
secretive.
am not. I can't keep my own secrets. I am private about nothing, and I overshare everything. My friends, especially my close friends, know way too much. Or just enough. Who knows?
That's how you keep those friendships close, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The more you open up, the more just keep them held in. I do think I'm nurturing, like, to the people I love. I think so. Little mother goose. Okay.
Okay, mine is in Aries, which means my romantic side is enthusiastic, impulsive, and direct. I fall in love quickly and out of love just as fast. Oh my. You tend to be forthright and direct with your crushes. Even if you haven't confessed, you make a lot of inside jokes, touch them a lot, and maintain eye contact. You alternate between seeming demanding and disinterested in the relationship. Oh my.
Wow.
It's in your 8th house, meaning that for you, love is often expressed in darkness, taboos, rebirth, sex, and transformation.
Wow. That's a heavy one, buddy. You okay? Oh, wow. Emotional damage.
Oh,
would you say any of that's true?
This is very true.
Very
except for the
true.
forthright and direct with crushes, because like we talked about earlier, the games
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, this is like me.
Yeah, this is interesting. Touch them a lot. I'm a toucher.
Once I get comfortable, I just want to like hang.
Unfortunately,
a lot.
I don't have to be comfortable to touch. Like, I have to let people know when I meet them. Like, and this has been said nowhere in my birth chart, so I don't know where they're missing. But like, if I meet somebody, I'm a grabber. That sounds like bad, but like, no, but listen,
You know what?
like, hold on, don't be weird. But like, if you say something funny, and I've definitely done this to you because I've done it to everybody, I'll grab your arm and I'll laugh and I'll grab your arm. I'm an arm grabber. And like
my name is Sarah and I'm
an arm grabber. No, I'm not even kidding. So when I went to Costa Rica last year, and it was like, of course, a bunch of people that I didn't know, but we were going to be spending quite a bit of time together, and we were all like, just, shooting the shit, just talking. And somebody said something funny. I laughed and I grabbed his arm. I'll just grab some people's wrists, like, no matter who it is. And
flirt, girl.
I don't mean to, but I did. I was like, hey, everybody, just so you know, you need to tell me if this makes you uncomfortable, or just hit me, because like, if I find something that you say funny, or like anything, if I want to talk to you, I will grab, like, I'll touch a shoulder. I touch people. And like, I do have a friend who she like cannot stand being grabbed like on her arms.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time we met in person, hitting me?
She's like, no.
She's like, no. And so I had to like learn. And I was like jerking and like trying to reach for her, and then I'd have to pull back.
Behavioral.
Yeah, I don't know why. And I certainly don't mean it in any inappropriate way, but I will.
She's a grabber, guys.
I'm a grabber. I'm a grabber. You gotta know your weaknesses, dude. Oh goodness. Okay. Mars. Okay. And then after Mars, we'll move forward. But again, if you guys go on CoStar and we can be friends or something, and we can just analyze each other's birth charts. Okay. Mars is it's a planet of aggression.
Oh boy.
Good Lord.
Oh boy.
It determines how you assert yourself, take action, and the energy that surrounds you, particularly in your sex life, your ambitiousness, and when you're angry. This is interesting because anger is absolutely something like an emotion that I don't understand.
That's interesting how it's like anger and sex.
Yeah, that's it. Passion. Your Mars is in Virgo. Virgo, meaning you assert yourself in a way that is precise and you push things forward with diligence, intention, and hard work. You're rarely willing to go out on a limb. Your tendency to be intentional and analytical means you need to know that the situation is right before you act. Oh, that's true. It's in your third house, meaning you put a lot of energy into the things you know and are familiar with. I'd say I put more energy.
Very adventurous though.
Yeah, I don't agree. Like I'll put more energy in things I don't know or haven't tried yet.
We'll push back on this.
Yes, we will push back on this. But if it's like a decision or something, I do like I'll think long and hard and make sure that I feel completely right in that before I move forward. But yeah, anger, that could literally be a whole podcast episode on how to use anger, because I do not understand that emotion, and I know that it's something.
Do you not get angry?
No, but it's not because
it's like my second, maybe primary emotion.
I have a TikTok in my drafts. I don't think I've posted it, but I talk about like I really envy people who can yell, like people, and I know like it's probably some people.
Hi, my name is Natalie.
like if Joseph and I will have a heated conversation, and like of course you're gonna get angry at the people that you're closest to most often.
Yeah.
So and even then I don't really get angry, but not that I think yelling in a relationship is healthy, but or like to your friend, so that's the fact that somebody can just like get their emotions out and be like know exactly what they want to say and have the passion to say all of it and just kind of be done with it and be like, all right, like I got it out, whatever.
But you're such a good like verbal communicator.
Yeah, but to me, anger is a choice. And if I'm choosing to be angry, then that is my problem.
I mean, I think that's a better mindset about it, but I think there's definitely
downsides, because then it's like, because you're putting fault back on
fault
will always go to me. Like I immediately think I'm like, what, like, why am I angry? Why am I choosing this emotion?
Yeah.
And like, why did this bother me? And that has come out. It's actually come out in like political beliefs, because then it's not, I had to learn how to stand behind like causes in college, because that was to stand behind something. It means you're angry about it. Like you have to have an anger there to want to change it. I
don't think you have to be angry about it. I think you have to have an opinion on it, and opinions don't have to be formed on anger.
True. Okay, so that's a different thing. I didn't think I was able to form an opinion, and I also did not understand how to form it. Now I still don't understand anger, and like my first reaction to anger is silence, because I am thinking and going through in my mind how I feel and what I actually need to communicate and what I don't, and what part of that is my fault and what part isn't.
Oh, how interesting.
But like I see people and they're just like, you did this, and this especially came out when this year, like undoubtedly, like somebody did wrong to me, and I felt like I was like, that's one point where I felt justified and I wanted to yell. And now granted, I wouldn't have done anything, but that's when I felt jealous of somebody who could immediately, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, they're like, you do this and you feel this. Yeah. I was like, if I were to be in front of this person right now, I would not know how to yell at them. I wouldn't know what to do, even though I'm so angry.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Anger is not something I'm used to. And when I do get angry, I don't know what to do with it.
So do you typically, are you more of like just get sad, or do you just like shut down?
Sad.
Sad.
I'm an angry crier.
Okay. Well, that's one way to get it out.
Yeah. That doesn't happen very often, but I definitely, when I've been angry, I've cried. And been very frustrated. I'll get very frustrated with I'll cry because I'm frustrated with the emotion, because I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just like holding it. I'm like, where do I put it?
This should be a whole other
This could be a whole other
podcast.
podcast.
Another podcast episode.
We can dive into that later. I guess.
I think you should.
Okay. Everybody listening like,
whoa,
what just happened?
We were talking about star signs, and now we're on anger or lack of.
Okay, what is your Mars? I feel like this should be like very opposite of mine sounding like.
It says, I'm a Gemini, which means I assert myself in a way that is quick and heady, and I push things forward with lots of energy, sometimes without focus. It's in my 10th house, meaning that I put a lot of energy into goals, success, and responsibility.
I don't think this is really giving me an answer about anger.
Mm-mm.
How would you describe your anger?
That's like reaction 1.
Are you hot-headed? Is that what that means?
I guess I'm kind of hot-headed, yeah. I didn't ever think that I was, but then I realized that anger is like my default emotion because I think it's easier than being sad. And I've tried to get better at it, but now I'm much more quick to just be like, what the heck? You know, and just like blow up, especially like
to somebody's face? Will you say it?
Sometimes.
Wow. I admire that. So I'm not taking that as a
or just like internalizing it less. I feel like with Zoom culture and stuff,
yeah,
you know, you have to be more expressive, or like now, you know, everybody used to wear masks, and
that's true.
Now it's like, what emotion comes up first? Okay, well now it's on my face, and I'm gonna like let it shine, let it show, and then after the fact, I'm gonna storm around with my headphones in and allow myself to like take this anger bubbling within me, and then listen to some like crazy music, and then we get up and over it. But I'd rather be angry than sad.
Interesting.
Because
I feel very differently. And with that, it takes a lot to make me angry.
I feel like anger for me is more energizing than sadness, because like when I'm sad, I'm super, you know, in the feels. I'm like, I don't want to be in the feels all the time.
Oh wow, that's an interesting way to put that.
Yeah, I think because I get fueled. Like if I'm mad about something, I'm like, oh, I'll use this, like turn this energy into like doing something, or like going for a run, or like working out, or creating something, because I'm like so emotionally like wrapped up.
Oh, I do that when I'm sad. I'll go straight to work.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do that when I'm sad too, but it's like a different
it's
type.
Like more of a distraction or something. Yeah.
It also just depends on like what I'm mad at, because that definitely
for sure.
Case by case.
Yeah. Man, that could be a whole episode. I don't even know, but I would want to talk to somebody else about it. Like, I don't even know who I would bring on. Is there an anger expert? Like
psychologist?
Maybe
we just need a therapist.
Maybe we just need a therapist on here. Oh gosh. Okay. So that was fun. Yes, guys, go download CoStar. I'll have it in the show notes. It is so interesting, and it does bring up some interesting conversation among friends. But I wanted to transition a little bit, actually, to talk about like life transitions in that. So Gemini season, a lot of the energy around Gemini season is like the energy of change. And both of us have been going through a lot of changes. I know, I mean, for me, I just got a new job, and I've been telling this. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys here, and then I'll be doing a podcast episode all about it as well. But, so I am now going to be working for a marketing company in New York City. I'm incredibly excited. I am still going to live in Charleston. It's all remote. I'll tell the full story on how I got that job, why I am no longer going to be fully into my own business, how I transitioned out of that, why I transitioned out of that. It's a good story. It's not a sad story, which is good. But yeah, there's been that. And then so I've just had these couple weeks between starting that job and then closing out my last clients. And I'm just trying to get all the newness. Like I want to have all the new experiences. I'm trying to do all new things. And I've got like the bucket list. If you listened to last week's episode, the bucket list of all the new things that I want to do. And I love change. Not everybody loves change like I do, but I think that there's been something different in the air this year specifically.
Something in the water
About this year and this particular season.
2022, guys, let's take it back.
Yeah, we're taking
2021 sucked.
Yeah, we are taking 2022 is going to be our year. We are going to just bulldoze this and just take it back. You're right. Okay, so you've also been going through transitions.
Yes.
I
recently got out of a 3-year relationship, and I was living with that person. I was also living on a boat, and that was very different because now I am not living on, I'm not quite exactly living anywhere at the moment, to be honest.
Kind of a nomad,
but kind of uncoupling and then getting out of a relationship, and then a lot of stuff happened like in my job over the past year, and so things have been different.
Does it feel good or bad? Or
I would say it feels good. It feels like I'm moving on to a transitional period, honestly, in my life that I didn't expect to happen, but I think I feel refreshed and I feel very like ready for something new. So I'd say it's good.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
The season before this, which I guess like from reading is like Taurus season, and even in the article it said like Taurus was a hard season. Taurus was a rough minute.
That was not fun.
The beginning of this year has been holy.
Yeah, actually the beginning of this year to like now
has been a lot. And through the entire thing, I had to like, it was getting where one thing after another, where I was like, okay, this is no longer like, I'm upset about this, but now I'm like, we're making room for something. Something is coming. And when I changed it to that type of mindset, not really change my mindset, but more recognize that's what was happening, it was a lot easier to take the blows of everything that was going on and all the crap and all the wrong. I was like, okay, these things are moving out, and that's upsetting, and it's putting me in like a really like a hard position right now. But I was like, we're clearing house. And it was very apparent. And now I'm like, okay, like this is great. Like the podcast, you guys have been listening and the podcast numbers are going super well. And now I got this new job. I wasn't even looking for a new job. And then guys, we're almost at 420,000 people on TikTok, which is
it's amazing.
Like stupid. It's like, I don't even know, like that's crazy. And I'm getting married this year, and it's like, it's just, I mean, if it really taking a minute to step back and see, okay, like, that all sucked, but we were clearing house. And now I think we've kind of gotten over that hill, and like the sun is shining, the summer is here, Gemini season is here, birthday, and it's all coming through. I'm like, all right, I was ready for this.
Yeah. You know what it kind of feels like? It sort of feels like, well, somebody once told me that the universe only gives you the same lessons until you like learn them, and you're like, why does this keep happening? It's like, you haven't learned the lesson. And at least for me, and I feel like maybe for you, we've like kind of learned those lessons, and now we can move on to the next like period of growth, because I felt like I was doing the same like damn thing over and over and over, and I'm like, why is this so hard? Why? And then I was like, okay, we need to like cut the ties or like go over the hill. And then now it's like, okay, now I can like learn the actual lesson, because now I'm grown from that. Now I can grow more onto like the next chapter. Yeah,
no, I totally agree. And oftentimes like it has happened more than once where life has cut those ties for me. And I'm like, that hurt. What's going on? I was like, oh, that person was not meant to be here, or that was not meant to be here. And then and it's now I've like gone through these seasons enough to be able to say, okay, something's coming. And
because now we're like, something's coming, because we recognize it. Previously we were like, why is this happening? I don't want to like move from my like little comfy little shell of shit that we're actually sitting in, but because we don't want to leave the shit pile, but then we actually do, and
it's like, oh my gosh, like everything that's on the other side of the hill.
So great when you're like not sitting in your own shit, basically.
And it made me feel like I didn't have to do anything. Like I wasn't doing anything to make those bad things happen, nor did I have to do anything like hard to make the good come. Like it was more of, okay, I recognize that something's coming, therefore I'm going to stay open and like say yes, and maybe sort of act on
being open to recognizing the stuff instead of just letting it pass by.
Or I'm a chaser. Like I'll try to make things happen that that is not for me, but I think, oh, I need to be productive. I need to be doing something, when it's like, no, just like learn patience and the right thing will come, i.e. a random LinkedIn thing that I was looking on a random day and I happened to put in a resume because a certain person gave me a certain piece of advice, was not looking for a job, and now we're here. And it's like, things will come a lot more easily if you stop fighting.
Yeah,
I think. And now we're in summer. Now we're in Gemini season, and we're just gonna absolutely wreck shit up.
yes.
That's the energy. Natalie and I have been talking through that whole thing, and we're just like, I'm ready to be manic. I'm ready to be everyone's problem. Yeah, like it's just, I've been feeling very energized and like very extremely happy, and like I could run a marathon and bust through walls. That's what I want to do.
Through these walls, maybe you can go run a marathon.
not here. This is in your house. Let's not ruin anything, but let's go somewhere else and be destructive. Okay, so what are you doing in this Gemini season to kind of lean into the change and the new and the fun and all of that?
Well, I just went on a 2-week trip to Europe, so that kind of kicked it off. It was really I've never been out of the country before. So that was super fun. I was like, okay, I'm going to go. So we went to France, Amsterdam, and London. And I wanted to start with France because I don't speak French. I don't know any French. I literally know about 3 phrases of like, hello, thank you, and goodbye. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to send it and see what happens. Yeah. And we did it.
That's good energy.
Yeah. I would just want to, I was like, I want to get out of my comfort zone because I had felt previously that I was feeling less independent, that I wasn't as capable. And I was like, you know, we're going to do something where if some fucking shit happens, like we have to figure it out. We have to figure, because we're taking trains from one country to the next country. We're like taking the airplanes. And I mean, obviously I've like flown before, but just trying to navigate all of that. And we did it. My friend and I did it together, and we pretty much booked a flight. And then within 2 weeks we were on that plane. So we booked the flight. We were like, okay, we'll figure out, we'll stay here, here, and here, and we'll see what happens. And I was like, let's just put all the manic energy that we have into this trip and see what happens. So that really kicked it off. Now this summer, I'm kind of just trying to figure out like job and like where I'm trying to live, and you know, just try not to overthink it, to be honest. I think like the theme is like getting out of your comfort zone. Manic energy, like safely manic energy, safe chaotic energy, in that like when you're so like there's so much joy and happy, and you're just like like you could run a mile a minute. I just really want to focus basically on things that I think are gonna make me grow more. Like when I say manic energy, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do self-destructive things, because we're not trying to go there. That is the phase that we just came out of. So,
manic energy in the positive sense.
I just wanted to put that out there.
This is not encouragement to go manic and like text him or something.
Don't text him. Put your phone down, girl. But just anything that I feel like just keeps pushing you forward and like getting out of your comfort zone. Because that's what we really need right now.
I always feel like I've kind of set a rule that, and of course, you know, the difference between being scared for your safety and like scared because you're scared. And I'm like, if I'm scared, I have to do it. Like,
is it like ego, or is it like embarrassment,
or just fear of failure, or like fear of the unknown?
Build a bridge and get over it.
Literally.
That's what we're doing this season. We're building a bridge and we're getting over
straight over it. We're crashing through the bridge.
Like it can be ugly, but you know, if you get on the other side,
at least you'll see what's there.
It could suck, and then you just like build the bridge back.
You can just, if you built bridge once, you can build bridge again. Like you can, there's always a way to like
build a better bridge.
Always. I feel like this was great. I hope that everybody's feeling the Gemini energy coming through. My birthday, for anybody listening and who is curious, is June 10th. I turned 25. That feels going straight mid-20s, going, you know, we've gone through one quarter life crisis, going straight into the next one. I hope you guys like this. If you guys are interested in like the astrology or want to, you know, talk more about that or get more into this, go to our Instagram at Attainable Podcast, shoot me a DM, let me know your thoughts and all the type of things that you're thinking. and that you want to hear. I think it'd be really cool to bring a like astrology girly on, and then maybe a therapist to talk about anger, possibly. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah,
and being such a cool
for
cat,
having me.
being a great Gemini, like twin flame here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Be manic, be chaotic, but be safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.